Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading, asking the question, what do you need to know right now? So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, if I can talk properly. I always say check out all three of your placements if you know what they are to get the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And it is a general reading, Capricorn, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. So let's see, what do you need to know right now? Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups, beautiful. It's a real Cancer energy, actually, your opposite sign. The Four of Cups, you're not sure about something that's on offer here. The World card, interesting, but could be offering you the world. And we have the Star card. So this could be wishes coming true, actually, Capricorn. This is actually quite an amazing reading, and it's kind of like, what? What? You're offering me that? Really? So I feel like the Queen of Cups is a lovely energy. It's about coming back to your heart, nurturing yourself. It's a really mothering energy. Could be someone around you that is really loving. It could be you being really loving to yourself or to other people. The Queen of Cups is also a sense that I get this sense that you've got all this love inside of you. And where do you want to put it in the world? And then this thing comes along, if you put, and it says, here's an opportunity. This is where you can spread the love or share your love. And it's a sense of, oh, okay, well, I wasn't necessarily thinking that, but I am thinking that I need to expand my heart space because I'm feeling a little bit like maybe getting a bit restless or bored in an area and really wanting to expand. So it feels like something could have completed, something could have, a cycle could have completed here, something is kind of finished. And it's like, where to next? And so with this new thing that's being on offer here, it's kind of like, I need to really take a look at this. So with the world, it could be, there's this wistful energy of what could have been that's with it. It could have been something, but now I need to kind of let go of it because I'm moving on. I've got more to offer. So yeah, it's shutting the door gently on something, but also considering something new. So in the heart space, something that you love or someone that you love. But yeah, I mean, we have the Star card coming in here, which is replenishing. It's kind of like something just doesn't feel right to you on an emotional level and at the moment. And it's, the Star card brings hope. It brings faith. It brings in a sense that things can be okay, that there can be hope for the future. It can be wishes coming true as well, Capricorn. So that's what I kind of get. Be careful what you wish for, because you might be offered something and you might be like quite unexpected at what this is that's coming through. I feel like there's a sense of not sure whether this is as good as it looks or whether you can trust this. But the Star card comes in and says that really it's about replenishing your soul, replenishing deeply and drinking deeply from that cup of what is needed for you on that heart level. And so, yeah, it can be wishes coming true, like we said, with the Star card energy, but being very strongly guided towards a new energy of the future. So, yeah, I feel like, it's a nice energy for self-love. It's a nice energy for self-esteem coming through. So let's see, what did we get here for you, Capricorn? Got a few. We got, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Oh, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Sorry, I read that wrong. So yeah, it's interesting. It says, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Lovely. And thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Yes, I like that one. So Yeah, that's all really, I mean, they're all great. They're all really good. It does feel like there is a sense that understanding that there might actually be more on offer for you here in terms of connecting to a path of love. Also very good for your health as well, like this Queen of Cups and the Star card. This can be very much just coming back to basics, coming back to looking after yourself. And yeah, I need to be, feeding yourself well, being kind to yourself, all of that kind of energy coming through. It says, divine wisdom guides me. I'm guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. So yeah, beautiful. Divine wisdom guides me. Lovely. And we do see that with the Star card, being guided. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. So, yeah, beautiful. With this kind of energy of self-love that's coming in for you. Yeah, I mean, I love that how it says when you forgive somebody, you actually set yourself free. And I feel like it's kind of like maybe you've stayed in some sort of emotional energy for too long, and it's kind of like wearing thin, and it's a sense of wanting to expand and move beyond where you've kind of boxed yourself into. And so, yeah, it can bring, I mean, there is the full moon in Pisces coming up on the 20th, give or take a day, which is a very powerful moon. And, that energy can bring through a lot to do with forgiveness of the past, forgiveness of your parents, forgiveness for things that occurred when you were a child, because here we have the Lamb and there's an innocence to this energy, and connecting back to that innocence. Perhaps there was innocence lost for some of you, but it is, I feel like there's a vulnerability, a sensitivity. Could be quite an emotional time for you, but I feel like there could be a bit of an emotional, like I said, vulnerability or release. And it feels, like I said, the Lamb feels almost fragile and innocent. It always relates for me to children, childhood, your inner child, anything like that. It's wanting love. It's wanting that love that's coming in. And it's interesting, we've got the mother with the Queen of Cups and the child, so we've got a real mother-child energy here that's coming in that is bringing a lot of healing. And so wherever, it's ready to expand. The love in that relationship is ready to expand. Now, you don't have to be female to be the Queen of Cups, to embody this mothering energy. It's about nurturing. So you can be, anyone can be nurturing. It can be male, female, whatever gender you identify with. It's just a feminine energy. So, and it could be around your childhood, your parents, your mother. But ultimately what it comes back to is self-nurturing and how you've learnt that. So that's kind of, a big theme. And whenever themes like this come through, it is something that you need to be, like I said, kind and gentle with yourself, because it's a softer energy. It's opening up your heart to this wisdom and healing that's coming through. And ultimately with the Star card, it's got a lot of healing around it. Yeah, it's beautiful energy. So let's see. We'll pull an Ascended Masters here for you, Capricorn. So I would say, it's interesting because it's a time where I feel like you might want to go withdraw and retreat for a little while. Like the world is out there, your world may be about to change and expand, but it's kind of like I need to kind of just be in this space for the moment, just to kind of see, almost like as a protection, really, to give yourself space to go through what's happening. Energy healing. Wow, look at this, Merlin. I love this. So yeah, definitely a lot of healing coming in. Fantastic. And for some of you that are actually into like healers of whatever sort, whatever type, or very intuitive, this is a great time to be really tapping into those abilities, or to be healing yourself in some way, or to go to a healer of some sort. And it doesn't have to necessarily be, it could be a healthcare practitioner. It doesn't have to be someone that is more in the intuitive arts, but I do feel like this is happening on a very strong energetic level. So yeah, it feels really powerful. And what is interesting with this one is that it's kind of like the moon has eclipsed the sun. And we do have, like I said, that full moon. So, and interesting, we've got your opposite sign, Cancer, coming in really strongly. It's like you're momentarily kind of displaced into a different way of being or energy, where you've been brought into that deeper feminine space, that intuitive space, and really dealing with a lot of that, not so much the external world or the way your usual MO. So it's different. It's a different space, but there's a lot of riches when you come into this space. We have the Queen of Forces and the Three of Keys, the chess game, has come in. And I'll put these up on the screen for you because the light doesn't pick it up very well, these cards, for whatever reason. And interesting, we were talking about just the moon and the sun and the balance between those two energies, and we're seeing that in the Queen of Forces. And it's like when those two energies align, the masculine and the feminine, really align. And we're going into kind of a deep feminine energy here, but we do have the Aquarius energy, which there's a kind of a balance here, to be honest. But it's like the feminine is needing attention. That's the side that's needing the healing. And so this Queen of Forces energy, which is, I feel like, is you, Capricorn. And again, like, because it's a queen doesn't mean you have to be female to harness this energy, but you're harnessing both your sun, your identity, your health, and the moon, which is your intuition, your emotions, your inner world. And you're harnessing both of those energies and using that for healing and bringing them into alignment. So interestingly, we have the chess game, which comes in, which is kind of like, I feel like for the moment, you're leaving the game of life behind you and connecting to a very strong energetic pull that's coming in. And so it's like, I'm kind of, yes, there may be strategies, there may be all these things that you're planning. For the moment, I feel like you're being taken out of that energy. Just momentarily, this energy needs your focus and your attention. You can go back to that. The game is still there. You can make your move. But it is very much the game of life has pulled you out into a different space. So, yeah, interesting. The Three of Keys, the chess game. So, yeah, let's pull a charm for you. This is a very different energy from what we normally get in a Capricorn reading, and a normal that I kind of normally feel like a lot of you are working with. Some of you might work with this. Yeah, beautiful. Speaking of divine wisdom, we have little Owlie has come through. Beautiful. I'm going to put him there so you can see him. Yeah, owls. And owls, as we all know, represents wisdom. They're very, very cute. This one's very cute. So I do feel like it's related to wisdom of the inner child as well. Wisdom of the child. Owls see very clearly, and they see in the darkness. And so they can pinpoint energy. And so it's kind of interesting because it's like, if you're taken into, like, this Pisces full moon can take you into some spaces, some very deeply intuitive spaces where you can feel a bit lost in that, to be honest. But with this energy and this wisdom that's coming through here with you, I feel like you're being able to navigate through that and see what's yours, what's someone else's, what needs to be forgiven, maybe set up some boundaries to really understand some of the dynamics of the intuition and the emotions. Some of it may be clouded and not sure. Some things you may be getting information about how things haven't been revealed or how things have been kept secret. But I do feel like it's like, this very sharp intuition that can get a sense, even if you know that that's happening, if something is being kind of clouded or not being shown to you or not revealed, there's information around that. If you're not necessarily being shown what that is, you just know that that's happening. So you still see clearly in the dark. And the other thing I'm getting with the owl, just quickly, coming back to this chess game, is the owl is also a predator. You can see very clearly when it sees what it wants to do when you're ready to make your move. So it's almost like you're playing this game, the chess game, no longer on earth. You're up here in this energetic spiritual realm, and suddenly you're seeing very clearly what move needs to be made, and then you can come back down eventually and make that move, and it changes the game. It's a game changer kind of energy. So yeah, interesting energy coming through for you, Capricorn. So some of you would be very highly intuitive and will be really working with this energy. And some of you, this may be new energy. You might be getting some interesting dreams, some interesting feelings, even psychic feelings. But yeah, really trust that, because there's a lot in this for you. And so I feel like this is going to be an interesting and very enriching experience. So that's it. And ultimately, you've got the star card guiding you, and the stars, again, shine the light and guide you in the darkness. So, yeah, beautiful energy to come through and brings hope for the future. So that's it, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.